Hey, I'm probably going to cook here in a little bit.
Alright, I'll get out of the way.
Hey, Michelle. Seen you earlier.
Man,
Oh, sorry, I'm doing a live stream.
oh my god.
Hey, Michelle. I seen you earlier. Hope you and the kids are doing good today. I've seen a few live streams today, and one of them was the origin of Thanksgiving. And a lot of people think this is and it is, an American holiday, and people celebrating an American Thanksgiving holiday. This holiday actually goes back a lot farther than people think. Even past Britain. I'd probably have a hard time finding any of this on YouTube. But this is a very, very old holiday. Uh, as far as I can remember, it had something to do with it's a religious holiday, which makes sense. It's a holy day. What are you doing?
Moving it. I'm getting out of your way.
Oh, I didn't know you had the milk crate over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of doing a live stream. It'll be a short one and stuff, man.
Alright, well, I'm just setting up shop.
All right, well,
Everybody else
maybe I spoke too soon. I'm very thankful for what little I do have. I have some good people in my life, and although some of us are far and few between, good to see you too, Michelle. Thanks for showing up. I'm not really looking for a lot of people to show up. I didn't put any kind of thing on this, so I'm just kind of saying what I think. I just, I'm always thankful. This is the way that, this is the way I do things. I count the blessings, and it's how I keep myself sane, and I don't freak out on people or, you know, do anything rash. I'm always trying to count the blessings, man. Looking at the silver lining, the silver lining. I'm always thankful. I just thought I'd get up here and say this. I'm pretty thankful for the very few things I've got. I'm thankful for the friends I've got, and some of them are, you wouldn't think so. And my landlord has been a really good friend to me. Most people don't know their landlords like I know mine, and they're not close. Well, we're as close as me and my brother. My roommate's been a good man. He's been it's been 3 years now. I don't think I've ever had a roommate that lasted 3 years. I'm a hard person to put up with. I'm not an easy person to deal with. Steven, or Seven, Trace B. This is what it's all about. Thankfulness is what it's all about. Like I said, I have to be thankful. And I don't have much, man. I really have very little. Uh, I borrowed money just I didn't want to take the day off, but it's a holiday and people take holidays off. Some, especially some of these big ones. But there's a lot I don't have, but the things that I do have, I'm very thankful for. Let me show you guys my dog. I love my boy Terry here. Say hi. Hey, buddy. Terry says hi, everybody. He's a good boy. He wants to cuddle up on my arm. So, give me that. I like I like counting the blessings and being thankful for the things I have, just because it calms me and it helps me realize that a lot of people got a lot worse than I do. I'm gonna have pork chops today, not the traditional turkey. Somebody wanted me to buy turkey, and it was like, oh yeah, this turkey's only $7. It's not really fond of turkey. Uh, I like fish and fowl though a lot better than red meat. I'm not a big red meat eater. I don't like. I still enjoy hamburgers. Don't get me wrong. And once in a while, I've had a steak. If it's available. Which, bruh, did you just spill your beer?
Yeah.
Man.
Trying to get this on to come in.
Well, was it working over there? Move back over there, man. I'm doing a live stream. It's gonna be a while before I cook. I didn't mean to run you out of your seat like that. I was just trying to mention it. You do look like you're fishing. You're fishing for air.
Fishing like a Mexican.
Fishing for Wi-Fi.
Trying to catch a
You
signal.
gotta start a new sport.
Trying to catch a signal.
Hey, have a good day at work, Seven. I just want to call you Steven. I guess, aw. First Thanksgiving without your dad. Yeah, I'm sorry. You know, just keep him in memory, and I know he'll be there in spirit as long as you remember him. My dad died a long, long time ago, so I'm pretty used to that. My mom, we stopped doing a lot of holidays, like especially like Christmas stuff, because my family we give all year, so we don't see any big need in trying to take one day aside. I think the Christmas spirit should last all year, and I think it's coming to that. If you are looking for the good, you will find it. If you're looking for the bad, you'll find that too. I see both. I see a lot of the good and the bad, but trust me, his name's Gary too. Well, bless his heart. Uh, I took this name as a secondary name a long time ago. I've changed names. I've been thinking about doing it here in a few years too and switching to my middle name. But yeah, Gary wasn't my original name. Jason was my original name.
We're everywhere.
Yeah, there's a lot of Jasons. Yeah. Well, God bless your dad. May he rest in peace. I know he's at peace. Where was I? I getting really distracted real easy. I guess I wasn't prepared for this very much. So yeah, Thanksgiving is a way older holiday than people think. It first came about when I was listening to Manly P. Hall talk about um, a certain lecture, and man, it's been so long. Don't ask me to verify any of this. You guys have to do your own research, if you're interested in this sort of thing. But he was talking about a culture that moved to America that still recognized the third Thursday of November. It probably has a little to do with harvest, and the best I could tell it was it was a religious holiday, something to do with religious people in the beginning. But again, can't recite that. Haven't looked it up or done anything like that. Yeah, pork chops. And it's the other white meat. You know, for someone who believes that Capricorns are the original Jews, I sure do eat a lot of pork. I never got that. Chickens are dirty too, but people eat chicken. I was just not a big fan of red meat. You know, I don't know what it is. Just doesn't agree with me. Alex! Hey, still subbed, huh? Hopefully I won't offend you here at all. But, just joking. But yeah. Today, I just wanted to get up here and say how much I am really thankful for. I've got a few good friends in real time. I've got friends on YouTube. I never thought I'd really come back on YouTube from the disagreement I had with someone, and things really fell off, and I had to delete my whole channel, and that really put me in a slump for a long time. I've put up old videos that I had before, and I re-uploaded them, and some of them went pretty well. I still wish I could find my video on Pink Floyd Time. I have never been able to find that video again. I wish I could find it, man. I would totally put that up. Kismet, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by. So, yeah, don't have a lot, but really thankful for it, and I think that's key. You know, earlier when I was younger, I was kind of a bad person. I was a lot different than I am now as I got older. Right around 2011, 2012, I started getting these real euphoric feelings, and that's really when I started going through my changes. It's been a long process. Hasn't something, excuse me, it's not something that happened overnight. What's up? Are you talking to me?
I heard my music volume, but it's not.
You got your earphones in?
Oh, that's what it is.
Oh, God.
Well, I use it for an antenna, but I got my deck for my.
You forgot you had your earphones in. You were hearing music.
No, I got to use it for my antenna. I just.
Right, I understand you're using it for antenna, but that's funny.
My shit's not working.
Anyway, I'm thankful to have a friend like him. He's in a world where people complain and bitch and just a lot of people look at me in my real life. A lot of people use me like their personal psychiatrist because I'm a good listener, I guess. You know, and don't get me wrong. You know, I bitch and raise hell, and I don't know about raising hell, but I bitch and I complain sometimes. I mean, I'm human. You know, things get to me at some point where I'm just can't take it anymore, and I have to let it out. But normally I take the silent approach. People like,
Oh, there
boy, you're making some weird noises out there. But a lot of times, yeah, I take the silent approach, and I'm just people who try to chastise me or have misdirected anger or something like that. Um, who was it? Who was it earlier that was talking about that? Somebody, one of my subscribers, this guy was talking about, you know, taking,
working.
he's so simple. In a world that, in a world that people, you know, just go on and they're not really thankful for what they have. They concentrate on what they don't have. This guy, my buddy here, he's very thankful for what he does get because he don't get much. And I think a lot of people that don't have a lot are probably more thankful than the people that do have. You know, kind of take for granted if you've got a whole lot. You know, if you've got a really whole lot, you kind of take for granted what you got. But when you don't have a whole lot, you tend to appreciate it more. Boy, very active everybody is. As soon as I want to go live. All right, Terry. Okay, good boy. Jeez. So yeah, I mean, yeah, uh, new blanket that my brother gave me. It's Virgin Mary. It's way too small, so I thought I'd hang it up, and I don't think the feminine energy gets enough recognition, except for maybe through the Catholics or something. So thought I'd hang it up. I thought it was nice. I hope you like it too. I love the stop sign. That's been there forever, forever. Always, always always like that because it was like you stop, slow down. What's going on? What's that sound? Everybody, look what's going round. That sort of thing. Too many people get frantic, and especially like in a crisis situation. You gotta really be able to stop and hey, take a step back, and see it for what it really is. So, I always like the stop sign. But yeah, Virgin Mary. Brother gave that to me. It's very nice. Very nice. Just hung that up today, actually. Not for the stream or anything. It just happened to be there. All right. Free venting. Let me read some of these comments. See what's going on here. Oh, Kismet.
Well, I figured it out, man. It really wasn't fun. Let me put the phone on.
He knows we're here. He looked. He looked like okay, go away. Oh, the dog. Yeah. Borrowed money to borrow money. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and I pay a small, uh, pay a small price for borrowed money, but that's how broke I am this time. I had a Jackie. Hey, thanks for stopping by. That way. What's up, bruh? What's going on, man? I hope you're having a good Thanksgiving, man. I hope you have some people that you can be around that love and care for you. Brielle, thanks for saying hi. Thanks for stopping by. Insane in the member. You guys can hear that? Yeah, he's a big music fan. So, and a lot of it is, well, it's of that nature, like insane in the membrane. Yeah, he's definitely insane. Thanksgiving 365. Heard that. That's what it is, baby. We're always saying Thanksgiving. Thank you for this. Thank you for that. A lot of times when I pray, and I'm not particularly Christian or anything, don't get the wrong idea. I'm not against it. But when I pray, a lot of times I say thanks. Thanks for this. Thanks for that. It helps me really put in perspective what I do have, especially when I have a hard day. A lot of times I pray for other people too. Me and my ex girlfriend was talking about this a few days ago. Obviously she does this too, but it helps me when I get really down. I'm praying for other people, and I'm praying for my brother, my roommate, my friends, and my family. What small family I got, it's pretty much come down to my brother and my niece. So I don't get to see them very often, but no more antenna. It's working.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
figured it out. I had to go through Wi-Fi and Bluetooth and reprogram everything. Yeah, I got. It took me an hour, but I got it.
You know what? These things take time, man, but you can do it. It's been such a great day so far. Let's keep it going. Yeah, tell Josh I said hi. I forgot to say that before I left the stream, Jackie. Hope you guys have a good Thanksgiving. I know you guys are doing it on Sunday, but I hope you guys are doing good. Seems like you're doing well. Jackie, like last I heard, you were doing fairly well. I don't know what you're wrestling with, but I, I'm glad that something I did could help you. You know, because a lot of people, what they do helps me too. So, I was on a live earlier talking about Thanksgiving is older than people think, and I guess he was reading from a book. Almost seemed a little argumentative that the Pilgrims did have, this, yeah, that Pilgrims, sorry, get it together. So the Pilgrims did have, there was a certain sect of Pilgrims, man, that weren't, you know, so right brain Christian, so to speak. As long as that, comes across in a way I'm trying to make it come across, and they weren't hardcore, oh, Jesus is the only way to heaven, there's no way Buddhists are ever going to go to heaven, that sort of thing. There were a bunch of pilgrims that were learning from the Indians, and the Indians were learning things from them, and there was a feast. As far as back as I can tell from as many books as I can remember, and we're always wrestling, Jackie. Yeah, we always go back and forth. There's part of being human and part of living in this world. Things are so upside down here on this planet in particular. And backwards a lot of times. Let's say it like that. It's backwards a lot of times. Things are, driving on a parkway and parking on a driveway. Uh, so it's always going to be a struggle. It's just how we deal with it. You know, our hairstyles are getting more and more the same. Yeah, last summer, at the beginning of last summer, I just started shaving my head, my beard in the same direction. And just done. Like I'm tired of fooling with it. When I was a little younger and I had just a little bit more hair, I used to cut it in a way. I haven't paid for haircutting forever. Uh, I've cut my own hair with clippers, and I could make it look like I had a little more hair on top. But here, beginning last summer, just shaved it, you know, and not with like a razor. I've done that too, but just shave it with clippers, same length on the beard. Just keep my goatee because Capricorn, you know, goat, baby, greatest of all time. So yeah, it's, Jackie, you always have to be looking at yourself. You always have to be. You, you'll never get. I don't think any of us will ever be 100% in the physical body. So just to keep looking at yourself all the time is just to keep growing. So there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, it's very admirable. I dropped a link to that Mystics Art video on your live stream at the very end of it. So hopefully, if you'd like to, maybe you could check that out. She does very well. I think it's a she. I hope so. Seems like it is, but that's just kind of a gut feeling. I'm looking at myself right now. I'm just glad that the things that I got. I'm so thankful for what I got. And I've had this for like 15 years. Friends and stability. I've had a lot. Man, and don't get me wrong, I've had some trouble too. Yeah, she is good. She is good. When I watched that video, I was like, damn, that sounds so familiar. And turns out that she wrote that a couple years ago. So I wish I could gather my thoughts well enough to just put everything like down on paper and just. I mean, I when I was younger, I did, man. I've got notebooks on notebooks on notebooks of stuff that I've written, but I haven't looked at them in quite a while. Maybe it's maybe it's something I should do. Got to get up early in the morning. Okay, Alex. Thanks for stopping by. It was good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Love you too. That was raising his hand. What's up? I always say bye to Alex. Suggested video below this is Bashar. Bashar. Suggested video below this is Bashar. Are you gonna leave a link? Oh, it looks like you. Looks like me. I look like Bashar. I get a lot of things where I'm like, hey, do I know you? Is that and the other? I see people in public from like, seen some guy at the store 6 or 7 months ago. I was like, Gary, is that you? You know, let it down. I'm like, I could not recognize this guy for nothing. It turns out he was a beginner when I first got into tile, and now he's full blown, got stuff going on. I had to get a new phone and I lost his number. I wish I had it because I could use some good work. Had a lot of change last year. Moved to a new state, 13 hours away from home, still settling in. That must be tough. I've been in the same state for about 35 years, maybe more. I rarely leave town unless I'm going to just a neighboring county. So, he says Earth. What does that mean? Okay, let me. Maybe I'm missing something. Got a lot of changes here. That's Trace B. Well, Trace, the best thing about, being farther away from your family or people that your friends were, maybe in a neighboring state or something. I wish you wouldn't do that right there, man. Pour it in the sink or something, man. It smells like beer and shit.
Just a little bit.
I know, man, but it still smells like beer.
All right, not bad.
I wish you'd stop doing that, please. Plus, I got to step there. Anyway, the best thing about like being away from your friends and family, I don't know the situation, but is this sort of communication, and people can talk live back and forth on YouTube or FaceTime each other, stuff like that. Skype and the whole COVID thing changed the game. I didn't know that you could get gasoline delivered to your house to fill up your car if you wanted to. Did you know that?
No.
I didn't either until today. I was watching Daily Dose of Internet, and this people will come to your house and gas up your car. If that's, call them, they come and gas up your car.
That's cool.
I mean, it is kind of, but like Americans have so many cars and highways and stuff because Americans love their cars.
Well, I know
Love that
AAA.
independent stuff.
I know AAA does that. It happened to Mom a couple times. Ran out of gas.
Oh yeah. Let me see if I can put you on mod mode there, Michelle. Give me a second. Let me see. I kind of get scared to do something like this because a lot of times it'll shut down on me. Put user into add as moderator.
I'm gonna put my pants back on.
Standard moderator. All right, there you go, Michelle. It should be in blue. Lucky Stone, you were the guy I was trying to think of earlier. I was talking about you earlier. I mentioned you. Yeah, I guess it would be very expensive to get gas delivered. I mean, like it's not high enough already. Jeez. We kind of got spoiled a few years ago when it was like $2 a gallon. I don't know how much it is in other states, but in Florida, Northwest Florida, it's like barely over $2 a gallon, man. It's been years since I've seen it that low. But around here we do boats, man, and have like to gas up your boat. That's on the water. That's hold on, Michelle. I'm gonna try to put you on monitor if I can do this. No, it says you're on. Yeah, it says you're in moderator mode. Yes, please give me the link. I'm always interested in seeing new things. I've been trying to help out a lot of smaller channels, other channels. I don't know how a lot of my channels end up being like religious channels. You know, I don't mind New Age and I don't mind, religion that much, but the Bashar, I don't know why I have a hard time saying that, Bashar prediction. Yes, I do want the link, please. Please. And better yet, put it on this. I'll leave this public and put it at the bottom of the video after I'm done. That way, I have to stop what I'm doing and try to check it out. Because I'm not sure if I can go back and see these comments after my live. I'm not sure if I can do that or not. Yes, please. Yeah, put it up at the end. After I end this, if you can remember, go back and put it up. But I'm very interested in seeing this. If it doesn't happen, I'll go to your channel. I'll see if I can find you and remind you. So, yeah. There it is. Should I click on it now? Or... I don't know. Let me see. Like I said, I don't want to ruin this. This is going a lot better than I thought it would. Yeah, I'm not going to click on it right now because things are going so well right now. A big channel, over 500,000 subs. Yeah, big or small. Some big channels are deserving of it. And some small channels are deserving to be bigger, honestly, where they want to be. I don't want to be huge. I don't want that kind of attention. There's a lot that comes with it. So I'm not really trying to be that big. I like being small. I'm not familiar with it, but it was below this stream and it looks like you and the topic caught my eye. Okay, I'd like to try and check that out. Bashar sounds like an Indian kind of thing. All right?
Yeah. Let's go pee.
I'll run on. So anyway. Yeah, let me take a real short break. I've been drinking a couple beers this morning. Give me just a couple seconds. I'll be right back. Man, I kind of jumped the gun on you moving like that. I wish I would have said nothing. What kind of pork chops do you want, man? I got that lemon pepper. I got garlic. We got that other garlic sauce too. I bet you I got enough to where I can do a few of them in that.
Garlic.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's good for you, man.
I mean, we got 2 packages. We could probably move both of them into... We could do like 3 kinds.
Yeah, take garlic, man.
I'm going to have to cook Terry a couple of them anyway that are plain so he don't get sick.
Oh, yeah. We can't do garlic.
You definitely can't do garlic. Not for an ingestion anyway.
Yeah, no.
You put garlic sauce though. He's a pit bull. He's a Staffordshire Terrier.
I mean, a little bit won't hurt him.
Pit bull's kind of a broad term, but he's a Staffordshire Terrier. And when he was small, he had... Not that he's ever been real small, but he used to put garlic juice in his ears for ear mites. And that was a real good solution. So... Oh, you can see the dog on camera?
Pardon me?
I just realized that you can see the dog on camera. Just when I lean back, I guess.
The what on camera?
The dog.
Oh.
Terry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Terry and Gary.
Terry and Gary. The dynamic duo.
Wonder Twin Powers.
Absolutely.
One's a 4-legged white boy. The other one's a four-eyed
Yeah.
two-legger. I don't know where I'm
I
going with
called up
this.
the Three Musketeers. I told you I'd be there one day and he busted out.
Yeah. Mm.
Or we're all together with the fearsome foursome.
The fearsome foursome. But there's only three of us.
Yeah.
Well, I guess if Tiana was here, it'd be
Well,
different.
if me, you, and JP and Terry, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the fearsome foursome.
I'm surprised, man. He's like I haven't really hung out with him, man, in a while.
Yeah.
You know,
He's really getting
I
better.
get frustrated with him, man. It's hard for me to hang out with him.
He's getting better, can you tell?
He is a little better. He surprised me this morning when I went over to ask him if I could borrow that money. I thought it was going to be a fuss, but it wasn't.
All his anger is aimed towards Lowry right now.
Yeah, so he's got somebody else to take it out on. I get it.
Yeah.
Nice.
And he bitches to me about it every fucking day.
I'm sure he does. He likes to complain. So, Lucky, that's what I was. That brings me back to Lucky. I wanted to talk to Lucky about this real quick. The video you did about, um, co-workers or taking a bad situation and make it better. Just me personally, I take there's a lot of misdirected anger that I see in people. I noticed people will come to me and just be just raw, all up in my stuff. You know, but I realize that if you can, if I can, if I can stop and center myself and be like, hey, look, man, it's really got nothing to do with me. It's misdirected anger. They're angry at because they had a flat tire or their wife cussed them out that morning or something else is going on. A lot of times when people attack each other, it's misdirected anger. Not all the time. I mean, there's sometimes that I deserve, a tongue lashing because I've done something wrong. I mean, not in any way kind of infallible, but that's what I meant by that video. And it was kind of cool that you're here that I could, open up and tell you that. A lot of times, trying to put it into a sentence on a video is, yeah, it's hard to do. It's hard to, sometimes it's hard to explain what I'm talking about. But yeah, just being silent and being stoic about it, if I'm using that word correctly, that helps me a lot because I remain centered and I remain calm when the whole world is falling apart. Just chill. Look at it for what it is and, don't get, I try not to put my emotion into it, if that makes any sense. So, I'm the person everyone comes to for help or recommendation. I'm never the target, but I'm often in the middle of battles. Yeah, I'm the guy that everybody comes to, they call every time something goes wrong or something. So, I said it earlier, I feel like a psychologist to a lot of the people I know because they just
Tell me, we'll get.
oh, sweet. Thanks, man. Where the hell did you find that?
On the side of the road. Fucking thing works too.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to have to buy one, man, with the time change. It's been... All right. Sidetracked a lot on this one. Equanimity. 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 Yeah. It's peaceful in my world. It's a thing that where I have this rock and this safe, peaceful place inside me that you're not allowed to touch. You're not allowed to be there. It's mine and mine only. Mine and my inner child. My inner child's always having a party. So gotta hold him back sometimes because I'll get not as much now that I've gotten a little older, but I used to get pretty wild. That's why I say I wasn't a very good person when I was younger, because I would get crazy wild. Crazy like only a freaking Capricorn can. All right. I'm going to go back through this chat a little bit. As I've raised my frequency, Anything not in alignment has naturally left my life. Yeah, yeah. And I'm going through something right now that where like I'm working for somebody who is just it's his way. He's abrasive. It's my opinion that he doesn't express himself very well, um, and still has a lot of anger issues. And since I've backed off and like not been argumentative and been stoic and quiet and just use silence as just like a shield. Things have gotten a lot better, you know. Yeah. What you get fired up about, Trace? I think I've seen you fired up. It's when people get fired up, it's not pretty. I try not to get too angry because it just nothing ever good came of it when I got pissed off. Not too pissed off. So, but there is certain reasons to be mad, and there is blame to be you know there are people that are to blame, and there's certain things that you should be mad at. You know what I mean? There are things like that. Make no mistake. Don't let any new ager tell you that oh yeah, if you're angry, you're not awake. Bullshit. If you're not angry, you're not paying attention. Gotta pay attention. These things do go on. Just don't let anger get the best of you. Is all I'm saying. All right, let me see if I can go back through this. Somebody pissed me off and hurt my feelings, but they read you wrong. Self mastery, yeah. They read you wrong. Somebody pissed me off and hurt my feelings. They read me wrong. So did they misunderstand you? And they kind of lashed out or something and hurt your feelings like that? You know? I try not to have any feelings when I'm dealing with some of these people. Yeah, don't give your power away. Exactly. Could not have said it better myself. Perfect. Don't give your power away. Don't when somebody wants to get you fired up, because misery loves company. So when somebody's trying to get you fired up, they're trying to get a reaction out of you. And to not give them that reaction totally, for me, works better than anything I've ever found. Emotionally responding, yeah. I'm guilty of it too. I still do it. Don't sit here and think that I've perfected this. I still get emotionally involved. I come home from work one day and took my framing hammer and beat the living crap out of a 2x6 table that I had built a few years ago. And I mean destroyed it. You know. Had to hide the dog so he didn't see this. It would scare the hell out of him, but scared the hell out of my ex-girlfriend that was sitting here. Just the anger that I felt was, she got scared. Yes.
Is that too loud?
No, you're good. Yeah, you're good, man. Hang out. Man, I didn't mean to pull you away from the table, man. I was going to cook after I done the live stream and stuff.
I'm gonna turn it up just a notch.
Yeah, dude. Man, knock yourself out. It's all good. No worries for having some music in the background. Maybe it'll help.
Yeah, it's good shit. It's old school.
Yeah, misery loves company. It's so simple. It's easy to see. Everybody knows it, It's the thing that bothers me a lot of times is that misery will get what it wants before joy will, period. Or you have to really work to get the joy out of people sometimes. But man, bring up a bad subject, man, and people just start, oh God, you wouldn't believe what happened to me. The few times, well, when I do complain and bitch, the biggest problem I have with some of my friends is that a lot of them that complain to me a lot, when I go to complain to them, they'll be like, oh yeah, the same thing happened to me, and interrupt me and go off on this whole thing, and it aggravates me. I'm like, am I not allowed to speak? I got feelings I want to get out too sometimes, so just putting it out there. So it was a YouTuber that made you mad, Trace. Misunderstood you? Got me curious about this. Not that, I don't know. If they misunderstood you, I don't know. Maybe you should try to explain before you haul ass. But you know, I get misread a lot too, so I understand how that's like. But if it doesn't bother you to walk away, then walk away. You know, be done with it. I try not to walk away because when I do walk away for good, I'm gone. There's no more. There's no more interaction. I don't. You know, I burn that bridge. I don't go across it again. Yeah, that sucks, man. It sucks when you consider somebody a friend. And Trace, I don't know if you know, but I had the same thing happen to me between me and a fellow YouTuber, and I had a hard time recovering from that. You know, I felt like I got insulted, and all of a sudden I'm being punished for defending myself. You know, that's the way I felt. Right or wrong, I'm not. I still feel like I was right, but I mean, you know, hopefully that's not my ego talking and being like, hey, I was right about this because I was attacked. You know what I mean? I don't like being a martyr. I didn't ask for this. Not a martyr by my own choice. And in a lot of ways, I'm not a martyr. I've got it really good. That's what this live stream's all about because I've got it better than most people that I know. If you try to explain over and over, then yeah, there's no point in it. There's only so much talking you can do. If they don't want to hear it, there's no point in telling it to them. You know, so and a lot of people just want to be right for the sake of being right, and their ego gets in the way. So, just best just to walk away from that, Trace. You know, and friends come and go. I had a lot of friends, people I would call my real friends, but they're not around anymore. They've moved on. So, and I've made new friends. So that's good. Good song. Good song. I keep saying I'm gonna go back to the chat and stuff. Yeah, it wasn't meant to happen. So it's sad to miss the friendship, but yeah, if you're not gonna see eye to eye, there's no point in trying to do something like that. Pattern recognition. It is the pattern. Did you delete that? Oh, there it is. Pattern recognition. Yeah, I do like a lot of backsplashes and tile and stuff like that, and so I deal with a lot of patterns. The pattern repeats itself over and over, and even like some of the more complicated ones, you can see it if you really start looking for it. I compare it to that just because I've done a lot of that for a living, but it's the pattern recognition. I mean, I go through hoops too. There are times when I have to experience the same thing that I did years and years ago, which I thought I had perfected, and had to come through and deal with these inner problems, these, my malfunctions, malfunctions, my imperfections that I thought I had fixed, and come back around later on and realize that, hey, I was doing the same thing I did years ago, and have to really do it again, and do it again, and do it again, and do it again until I get it right. I mean, that's what it's all about. I don't think anybody's ever going to be perfect 100% in the human body. I'm just not even sure if that's even possible. I mean, I guess a few religious figures have done it here and there, but man, you know, coping mechanism. Yeah, coping mechanism. Man, I have a lot of those. I drink and smoke, so it's just a matter of time before it happens to you. You do this constantly. Yeah, I see a lot of patterns in other people too, but it's easier to look at other people and see their faults. So I try to look for my patterns, and what I do wrong, and you know, I don't really try to concentrate on what I do right because what I'm doing right, like Michelle said earlier, if I'm in alignment with this, these things just kind of just fall in line. Pardon the pun. So if I'm doing something right, then I'm good. I try to concentrate on what I'm doing negatively and how my imperfections and my attitude and things like this have made life harder on me. And my life is pretty good. It's poor. I'm poor white trash. I'm broke as fuck. But as broke as I am, like I'm gonna have pork chops on a grill today. I mean, it could be a lot worse. It could be a whole lot worse. So I don't even know why I'm trying to smoke cigarette. I can't smoke cigarette. I'm talking so much. But things could be a lot worse. Throwing away friends is not a very good coping mechanism. Yes and no. The friends that have fallen away from me have grown into their own lives and they've got kids and a family and stuff like that and they just there's no more time. We just drifted apart. Now that's different from a lot of friends that I've had screw me over once, twice. That's it. Third time, out. Done. I'm not messing with you no more. Even if they're on drugs and stuff, and I know I'm supposed to put that into into perspective, but no. I'm not somebody that you could just beat over and over again. No, I have too much self-respect for that. I do give people two chances, but third time, that's it. I'm not playing this game. You're not beating Gary down. All right, I gotta know what's going on in my life without having somebody do that to me. That's not a real friend. So yeah, I don't know if that's a coping mechanism or not, but you're out. Done. People who do it habitually. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, okay. I get that. Joey Scott, what's up? What's up, brah? How are you, Joey? We're doing a thankful stream. Counting all our blessings. Be careful. Most people don't want conversations. They just want to hear themselves talk, like you said. Are you still here, Lucky? Say something, buddy. That's true. I really admire Lucky because I see him as a lot of the things that I went through when I first started doing YouTube, and I was really coming into my awakening. If I can put it like that, you know what I mean? It's been a lifelong thing, really. But all right, so yeah, so maybe you can hear what I'm saying. I totally agree with you, and not always, but on this one, a lot of people just want to hear themselves talk. I'm just trying to express myself. I'm not considerably narcissistic and just love to hear myself say stuff. So I don't know. What's up? Doing good. Feeling blessed today, brother. Good. I'm glad you're doing good, Joey. I'm sitting here telling people how thankful I am every day of the things that I have. I don't have a lot, but I do know how to count my blessings, and it makes me feel a lot better that I can, even if I could count on one hand the good things I got, I still got those things. And things could always be worse. It could be better too, but, things get better. For me, man, I'm not a really material kind of person. I'm not real materialistic. This is a trait of a Capricorn to be real materialistic, and I was when I was younger. Man, I had some high hopes, but I'm not real materialistic. It's not the material things in life that really impress me. You know what I mean? I've talked to millionaires like I do homeless people. Everybody gets the same respect. Everybody gets the same treatment. Cops, doctors, no matter what, baseball uniform, whatever kind of uniform you're wearing, or whatever you're at in life, we're all people. So everybody deserves the same respect, until you don't. I guess. So, a reflection of what's going on inside. That sounded good. Yeah, it could always be worse. It's always a reflection of what's going on inside and a reflection of how they love themselves. Yeah. You know, I have been known to have too much self-respect. Capricorn, hey, what's up? I never did get to subscribe to your channel. I was kind of curious about you, and I heard you say something about seizure. I had epilepsy when I was a kid. Kind of grew out of it, uh, but it was tough. I, luckily, I grew out of it. I don't know how old you are, but it's something that it's a very serious business, you know. But I hope you're doing really well, and thanks for showing up. This is nice. You know, I kind of I didn't know how to say it on the live stream earlier, but you know, I did have epilepsy when I was a kid, and I had seizures. Thankfully, I grew out of it. I'm just trying to how am I saying? Trying to relate with you. You know, I realize it's not a competition, but it's very serious business. I know what it's like. There goes the dog. He's protecting us all from the neighbors. Yeah. Wow. Thanks a lot. We had a bear make a trail behind my shed in the backyard. And these are black bears around here. Not very dangerous unless they got cubs. And I mean big for a bear. You don't know how big these things are until you see one, you know, up close. They're pretty big.
Dale's fence. Top of the roof.
Yeah, I mean,
They're that big.
and Terry chased one up the tree when he was a boy, when he was young. Hey, take it easy. Gonna knock over the whole situation, man. Come on. I love you.
Yeah.
Thanks for barking.
All my
You got
wires
this.
and shit.
Bro, take it easy, man. Damn.
Oh, I got wires everywhere. Over
He's
there.
good. I'm keeping him away from everything.
All right,
I got this.
good. I do got wires everywhere. I know.
Still trying to figure it out. Testing. What are we trying to figure out here?
White boys.
Time to head out for dinner, and everyone have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful dinner. It's just gonna be me and the roommate eating today, and the boy, the dog. So got my own family kind of going on here. People that really matter. 3 Musketeers. Focus on what you want, or have you get more of that. Focus on what you don't want, you get more of that. Yeah. I usually get what I need. I'm pretty blessed. I don't always get what I want. And sometimes I get what I want and have to give it up. And that's even worse. God, that's the worst feeling. But I live my life through a karmic kind of cycle. And I pay karma forward a lot. And that way, like I've found, right or wrong, I have found that karma works. Like I'll give karma, I'll pay it forward a lot of times. And that one time, say something almost bad happened to me, but it was avoided and I wasn't even aware of it. It's because I paid things forward beforehand. You know what I mean? I'm prepaying. I'm prepaying for karma, I guess, if that makes any sense. Blessings, Capricorn. Have a good meal. Bless you and bless your meal too. Law of attraction, yeah. Yeah, karma is real and served in real time. Yeah, it is karma and dharma. You know, dharma is paid in real time. Karma takes a while to catch up to you sometimes. Yeah. So, are you Capricorn, Michelle? MCF? Alexander, what's up, bro? Man, I haven't seen you in a while. I've been meaning to get by your channel. I kind of peeked into it, but got sidetracked. You know, I always enjoyed your work, man. You're very, very, you got this. You got this, man. I mean, I really admire you. You know, I really admire the work you do, and you're very smart. I find you very, I don't want to say intuitive, but inquisitive. Yeah, I'll say that. Oh, you're Cancer. Okay, yeah. A lot of my best friends have been Cancers. I'm told that these make good friends for me, but pretty much everybody's my friend. I'm not, I really don't go off the zodiac calendar when I'm picking people out or anything like this. It just I get curious about it, and I'm not any kind of expert about it. I've never learned how to read charts or anything like that. I just used my zodiac sign to help me understand myself and the way I do things and why I do things and kind of my actions. It's just like an overall thing. Doesn't really doesn't really define who you are. You know, even though I like to identify that, especially online. Everybody's like, "Oh yeah, it's Saturnian sun," and it is Saturnian sun. Saturnian. I'm gonna plug this in for a minute because it's getting low, and I'm having fun doing this. So, let's see what I can do here. Yep, there we go. Let's see how this works. Oh, that's not working very well. Huh, maybe if I do this. Well, this is gonna be fun. Now my battery's like really low. I've got like a roll of tape and 2 boxes trying to get this, trying to get the picture right where I can do the live stream. So, all right. Alex's work is impeccable, man. I always admired his stuff, man, and from the very beginning. I heard your low battery and thought it was mine. Freaked me out. Yeah, I bought one of these like 10-foot cords. Best decision I made in a long time. It was kind of expensive, but it's so handy. It's very cool. It's practical. I'm all about practicality. Oh, well, thanks, Michelle. I appreciate that. Oh, thanks for sharing it and putting the word out. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't know how interesting this is. I'm just using this as like a tool to, you know, I happen to be in a good mood. I haven't done a live stream that I was really satisfied with in a long time, and this one's going pretty well. Damn, I'm an hour into it. My, how time flies. That way still here? That way you doing anything for Thanksgiving? You getting together with any friends or family? Sharing the love, baby. Yeah, I've been trying to do this with some smaller channels. This one guy yesterday was a guitar player. My brother used to sit around and play guitar, and I used to just sit and listen. That was pretty awesome. This guy was doing this, and I was like, man, this really reminds me of old school, my old times. He had like a Satriani feel to him, and I asked him what his influence was, and it was Joe Satriani. And I was like, man, it sounded like, a Satriani kind of influence on the guitar. And so he called me Satriani's son the rest of the stream. It was funny, but it's cool. Yeah, that way is, you talk to somebody who's, I meant that earlier about a Nature Boy, and I've been watching him a long time, and he is really in tune. It's really in tune, and I like that. Well, thanks to you for being you too, Trace. It's not easy being green. It's not easy being purple. But I'm the only one that I know that, like, I've tried being other people, but it really didn't work out very well, so I'm just gonna be me. Damn, it's getting chilly out there, isn't it? It's a cold day in Florida. What is it, 62? 59?
Yeah, I got thin blood.
Yeah, we're sissies over here in Florida, man. It gets just a little bit cold, and we're like huddled up in sweaters and Yeah.
Just put them on a coat over my jacket.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that happening.
Or make a fire, or we ain't got anything to fire.
I still got a few pallets left out there, man. I was thinking about making a fire later on.
Alright. That'd be cool, man.
I tried to get those pallets the other day from old boy, man, but he just insisted he's going to throw them in the dumpster. If I'd have had a way to get them home, I would have.
Right.
People who match your frequency will always be on your side, period. Yeah. For the most part, yeah. I'm not asking people to be on my side. I've had some of my friends get mad at me because they're like, what? Whose side are you on? And I'm like, sorry, bro. He's right. You know, sorry about that. I don't want to hurt your feelings or anything, but the other guy is right. And, you know, I've had a couple arguments over that. By your side, yeah. Oh, not on your side, right. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's a better definition of it. But I'm glad I misunderstood it because I was able to, you know, get that out there. Yeah. By your side, yeah. For sure. That way. Thank you for being you. I think I've like caught up on the chat. Like girls with big butts?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's playing. What is that called? That's
It's Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Sir Mix-a-Lot, baby. Them buttermilk biscuits.
Baby got back.
Baby got back, I tell you.
Big ass back.
That's become quite a thing here.
Yeah, I'm doing throwbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when we grew up at T.
Oh my God, Becky, look at her butt. It is so big. Damn.
Yeah,
I don't know why that is. It's so out there, yeah.
80s and 90s shit.
This is fun.
Yeah. Brings back memories, man. Yeah, looking badass. It ain't the fake ass shit they play these days.
Ah, you're just old.
Yeah, well.
Some of the music these days is not as bad, man. It's
Well, they got some good shit now. I ain't gonna lie, like Kendrick Lamar. They got some
Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, okay. Whatever.
Now you're probably a little more up to date on the music thing or the music scene than I am.
Yeah.
But I tend to be a little more rock and roll than anything else. I like some of the country. I like some of the rap and the
I like it all, man.
R&B stuff like that. I really like R&B.
I listen
I
to
always thought
jazz,
that was pretty cool.
blues sometimes. I
Blues
listen
is
to
probably my favorite genre of music
Yeah.
of all.
I couldn't believe I was listening to the Blues Channel. Stevie Ray Vaughan was on there. Wow.
Really, Stevie Ray Vaughan? Now
Yeah.
that's a bluesy mofo right there. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I was listening. It was mainly just old black people
God,
playing
get stiff.
like where it came from, the real blues. You know what I'm saying? And then
Laughter
Stevie Ray
is the
came
best
on-
medicine.
Yeah, Stevie Ray came on there and was playing. He didn't sing anything. He was just playing. And then
That's good enough. He don't have to sing.
I looked at it.
A lot of his words in his song, though, are just like short anyway.
It was Stevie Ray Vaughan, like instrumental. There was no. He didn't sing. He just played.
Right.
It was fucking. I was like, damn. That is some badass shit.
It's
man.
really good. Right. I
thought-
get it.
I thought it was a black guy, but it was Stevie Ray Vaughan. I'm like, wow. Holy shit, bro.
Yeah. I mean, there ain't no certain race of people that's got.
Talent.
Well, no, I didn't mean that. There ain't no certain race of people that's got, you know, I don't know, how do I say this? Like a authority on one kind of music. You know what I mean? I mean, look at Eminem,
Right.
you know, Stevie Ray Vaughan. I mean, blues and genres of music doesn't belong to, you know, any kind of race. Anybody can do it, and that's the great thing about it. Pride and joy. Joy and pain. Joy and pain. Come on now. Sunshine and rain.
Throwback and shit.
Yeah, a lot of times I just let him play music and stuff because he plays a lot of upbeat stuff. Soul has no color. That's right, baby.
Soul
Soul.
have no color.
Soul has no color. Soul knows no color, gender, nationality, or race, baby. You got soul, you got soul. It's something you're born with, it's something you can't learn.
My soul's crystal clear. I'm good with my soul.
Great Divinals. Where have I heard that? Divinals. That sounds really familiar. Maestro of the guitar.
Keep my body up, but my soul's fine.
God, you nailed that one. Well, the body's a temple, and it's like, try not to kill it too fast.
I treat this motherfucker like, yeah, with all the.
Yeah, I hear you. Mine's an old car, man. I'm gonna leave it on the side of the road. Oh, cause that. Okay, so yeah. I think about you. I touch myself. I always thought that was funny as hell. Thought it was. It's a catchy song though too. So that's why I knew that name, Divinals.
Jay's got the fire barrel on it, burning. Probably JP.
Yeah, I know it's starting to get chilly, man. I might have to shut this down, shut the windows, turn the heater back on. It takes a couple hours to cool, heat up in this old trailer. There ain't much insulation in here. What's up?
I'm glad you said that. I need to set my windows.
Oh, yeah, because it gets quite chilly. All right, one more story before I go. So this old trailer, they started building in my neighborhood a few years back, and ever since then, I've had a mouse problem. Been thinking about getting some stray cats. I'm not sure how I'm gonna keep them. Having a dog and everything. The dog don't really mess with cats or nothing, but the cats don't like the dog. So, see you, Trace. Be good to yourself and be good to others. So this mouse come out this morning like 6 times. Scared the hell out of my roommate a few times. But it come out like in the middle of the floor and was like looking and like getting in front of the heater and stuff. And it was weird because he was like sick or something.
With the heater on 77, is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, if you're going to be in there.
Yeah. Well, later. It's getting colder and colder as we
We plan on taking a nap or something?
No, I was just heating up the room. So
I don't care, man. You pay for it.
I know.
You live here too, man. No. Why you ask me? You put me in that position of authority, and I want to be like, oh yeah, well, start asking questions. Fit. Do what you want, man. You pay for it, hell.
We're doing smoke signals over here.
Yeah, he loves that burn barrel. Anyway. Yeah, oh God, I love the Stray Cats. I love that kind of bluesy, man. That rockabilly kind of thing. Really enjoy that too. God, my beard, I need to trim this thing. Anyway, so this mouse comes out. He's obviously sick or something. And I felt so bad for this thing, man. It's like the Buddhist in me wanted to come out. You know what I mean? I wanted to catch him with a towel. I tried doing that and I couldn't. I tried to sweep him up in a bag so I could get him out in the yard, you know, and get him outside. Not that it's going to do him any good. He's obviously sick. But it's this little baby brown mouse. Cute little thing. Oh, cute little baby thing, you know, all furry and stuff. Eventually, we got him swept out on the front porch, and I managed to get him swept off of the porch. And he ran away slowly. But to have like some kind of empathy for a mouse, that kind of that'll give you a little bit of insight of who I am really. You know, I mean, all things are deserving to live. Yeah, I do have roach traps and stuff like that around here because I live in Florida and the palmetto bugs are just, you know, especially like right before it rains, it gets really bad. You know, I mean, not really bad, but, you know, I keep it under control and I don't want bugs. And I don't necessarily want rats. But last year when I had rats, I caught them in a cage and took them out to the swamp, put one of them out in the swamp and took the other one out into the woods. You know, let nature take its course, kind of thing. Like I don't want to kill it. I realize it's gonna die, but you all right?
Yeah.
Dancing, just stretching the legs.
Yeah, stretching my leg.
Both.
Yeah.
You already killed that other 4-pack? Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I was just curious.
You still got a Rolling Rock in here.
Oh, please take that out. Yes. As a matter of fact, set it out in the corner.
Oh, it's.
Yeah, it's that bullshit when man, they buy beer from a damn,
I'll set it in a.
God forgive me, that Habib store, man. They buy that
Oh, yeah,
stuff that
sweet.
fell out the back of the truck. Once in a while, you get some that are damaged and they're flat. And, ugh.
Alright, I'll put it in the sink, bub.
Yeah, I try to do that with bugs too. I try to catch a release. I don't have a lot of a bug problem. Like I said, I do use like a combat traps, you know, for the small bugs. Don't really have a big problem with the palmettos, except for, like I said, when it's gonna rain or anything. But oh, my brother. Hey, how's it going, buddy? Even spiders. I used to be public. I never really minded spiders. My brother's got a huge arachnophobia problem. Like, I'm not really crazy about snakes, but you know, I mean, I realize that it is just another reptile. You know what I mean? I realize that this animal is different from a mammal and doesn't act the way a mammal does. But spiders are different. They're on their own class of they're arachnoids. They're in their own class. They're not bugs. They're not reptiles. They're not mammals. You know, even though some of them are hairy. I never really minded spiders that much. I've always been kind of intrigued by them. My brother, though, scared to death of them. I'd take one and like hold it by its string and have it like coming down and holding it and scare my little brother with it. Maybe that's why he's scared of them. Boy, it's hard being a big brother, man. Hard being a little brother, I guess. Especially my little brother. Speaking of little brother, he's texting me, and I want to see what's going on with him because it is Thanksgiving. Maybe he has something to say. Now I've had a spider on my head and crawling on my arm and released both. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not really. I had, when I very first moved in, it was a lot more woodsy around here before they started building, and I had a problem with brown recluses. But I have had them on me, and as long as I didn't freak out, I could brush him off. But if I freaked out and tried to slap him, I got bit when I did that. You know what I mean? A spider is kind of like, it seems to be like it works off a feeling and stuff. So, you know, if you're, it's like a dog, like pick up on that sense of feeling, I guess. Yeah, I guess I did traumatize him because he didn't die. He just bit me and hauled ass. So, yeah, I learned that lesson. I didn't do that again. All creatures. Yeah, all creatures do, I think. But some more than others. That poor mouse, though, this morning, I knew he was dying. And for some reason, it just, I don't know, I guess just seeing it, you know, and right there in front of me, you know, how he's moving real slow and stuff, really, I don't know, it affected me. I'm going to leave it at that, you guys. My brother texted me. I want to see what he wants for Thanksgiving. I want you all to be thankful for everything you've got. Always, always be thankful for everybody, all the good things in your life, even the bad things, because they could be lessons. So, yeah, it is kind of a message for me. Yeah, I felt so bad for the little guy. I appreciate you too, Michelle. One of the most kind-hearted people I've ever seen. So, just wanted to put that out there. And all you guys that showed up, thanks everybody for putting 12 likes up. Wow, that's cool. I mean, for me, that's quite a bit. And Terry's staring at the dog dish she wants to eat. So, pain is the, yeah, as much as I hate it, being, okay, I'm just going to leave it at that. Thanks everybody for showing up. Thanks for giving me 12 likes. You guys are awesome. And be thankful. There's a lot to be thankful for. And if you're feeling down, try to count your blessings. Always count your blessings because, you know, it could be worse. And pray for those that have it worse than you because there are a lot of people out there that do. And in some ways they have it worse. In some ways they have it better. That's the way it is. All right. Love you guys. Thanks for showing up. Be good to yourselves and